10 years following the War of 1812, in South Wales, in the town of Carmarthen, Anne Walter Sylvanus gave birth to a son. She and her husband James Sylvanus, a congregational minister at the Philadelphia chapel, named their son John. About the time the Book of Mormon was being printed in New York, young John Sylvanus began his 7-year commitment as a printer's apprentice. Unlike many other apprenticeships, this one provided John with an excellent education in 2 languages, as well as a future occupation. Religion and printing, the 2 primary forces in his life, would both play vital roles in what his life would become in the mid-1840s. As a young adult, John, having adopted the surname Davis, obtained employment with the Diwagyur, the periodical of the Congregationalists, and later with Seren Gomer, the periodical of the Baptists. However, the job that would be life-changing was the one at the press of the Reverend John Jones in the little village of Rhydabont, near the market town of Llanybother. John Davis may have assisted in the preparation of the 12-page Mormon pamphlet, Proclamation of the 12 Apostles, in early December 1845. He also became acquainted with Captain Dan Jones, then serving a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the translator of the pamphlet and younger brother of the Reverend John Jones. Conversations with the energetic Dan Jones and reading some of his publications defending and explaining Mormonism were probably what determined John's decision to receive baptism on the 19th of April, 1846. John attended meetings of his new religion at the farmhouse of Thomas Jeremy in Llanybother. Thomas had been baptized just 7 weeks earlier than John. Over the next 3 years, John Davis worked closely with Dan Jones in printing a number of Mormon pamphlets, a small hymnal, and 30 issues of Prophet of the Jubilee, a monthly periodical. The final 2 issues of Prophet of the Jubilee were printed in Carmarthen on a Caledonian double-power printing press recently purchased by John Davis. John had purchased a press because he had been named Dan Jones' successor as publisher and printer of all LDS Church materials in Welsh. He was second counselor to William Phillips, mission president in Wales. Even though John Davis was only 26 years old at the time, he was uniquely qualified to look after the LDS Church publishing operations in Wales. The name of Prophet of the Jubilee was changed to Zion's Trumpet. Over the next 13 years, 14 complete volumes of this periodical would be published. 6 of them, a total of 2,352 pages, by John Davis from his small miner's cottage in Merthyr Tydfil. After 2 years in Merthyr Tydfil, on the 30th of December, 1850, John Davis married Elizabeth Phillips, a convert to Mormonism, also from Carmarthenshire. Soon after the wedding, John Davis was assigned to translate and publish the Latter-day Saint scriptures into Welsh. The Doctrine and Covenants was to be first. He accomplished the translation and publication of the Doctrine and Covenants in 6 months, from February to August 1851. And just 4 weeks after sending out the final signature for the Doctrine and Covenants, John Davis sent out the first of 31 signatures for the Book of Mormon. Gan fy mod I nephi wedi fy ngeni o'r eni da, yr wyf wedi fy nysgu rhyw gymaint yn holl ddysgeidiaeth fy nhad, ac ar ôl gweled llawer o flinderau yn ystod fy nyf. Finally, Welsh converts could read these words in their own language instead of depending on the English translation only. John Davis printed the final signature for the Book of Mormon in April 1852. He also translated and published the Pearl of Great Price in September 1852. All of the LDS Standard works translated and published in an 18-month period. Truly a phenomenal accomplishment. At the end of 1853, after 5 years of being in charge of all Mormon publications, John and Elizabeth and their 2-year-old daughter Julia sailed on board the Golconda to their new home in America.